Hi everybody, this is Joni. I'm coming on today to talk about foundation. Um, I was out shopping this morning at a seller who sells makeup out of her house. And so I was sitting around the table with this woman who's selling the makeup and a friend of mine that I'm friends with from work where we met, but we're also friends outside of work. And, we were just looking at the makeup and the colors and talking about brands and our favorites. And, it's just a really fun time. This brand of foundation was recommended to me by this woman who had this sale going on in her home. And I hadn't really heard much hype about it, um, by the people that I am watching on YouTube. So I didn't really know that much about it. I've been on this makeup stick foundation craze for a while now. And what I like about it is the creaminess, the coverage. I feel like I have a better control over coverage. I can get like a full coverage if I, put a certain amount on. And I've really been enjoying it, and a number of different brands. But from a cost perspective, I don't think, although you don't spend a lot of money on the foundation stick, they don't come with that much. So they don't last a long time. So, I find that liquid foundations will last me much longer. So, I don't think they're real cost effective, is what I'm saying, is the cream foundation sticks. So, anyway, this is the foundation that was recommended to me. And just let me put my glasses on. It is Too Faced Born This Way. And on the bottle it says undetectable, full, medium to full coverage foundation, oil free. And this color that I chose is almond. And in the bottle, I thought it looked much darker than it is. I mean, if you put this up against me, it doesn't look like a match, but that is what I'm wearing. And so, she let me do a little swatch on the inside of my wrist. And it's really the perfect match for me. I mean, I put it on and I don't see it. It like disappears into my skin. So that's a really good color match for me, and that doesn't happen often. But I just want to talk about how it went on. So it comes with a pump, which I always love, um, just because I'm able to more accurately measure just how much I'm using, so that with the next application I know around about how much I need. And with this one pump was just the perfect amount for me. It covered my entire face, and I was able to go over my cheeks a little bit just to add a little more coverage there, because what a lot of people mistake as rosacea on me is a lupus rash that I have that's underneath all this makeup. But I would call this foundation, it's definitely not matte. I would say, I wouldn't call it dewy either. It's got a really creamy, like it's almost feels like a mousse or something, like a light, airy kind of a feeling. It's it's not heavy. The It doesn't feel heavy on your skin. It I would say it's probably like a satin finish, which usually, is good for people who have combination skin. I have combination skin, but more the combination is oil in my T-zones. I'm a little oily, not terribly oily, and my skin is dry because, I'm 55, so um, I'm postmenopausal. So I just felt like it feels good, it looks good, it goes on very smoothly, very evenly. I applied it with a brush that I took out today, and I actually forgot I had it. It's the It Made for Ulta brush. It looks like this. It sort of has a rounded edge, um, but it's pretty densely packed bristles, very, very soft. Um, the other brush that I usually use for foundation is it's a Bare Minerals brush. And what does this say on it? I would say it says Precision Face. Um, I would say a brush is a good way to put it on. I haven't tried it with a sponge because I just liked the way that it went on so well with the brushes, and this is my preferred way of putting it on. I do use sponges. I use sponges around the eye, and I recently found I found at TJ Maxx, no, Marshalls. I've been finding Sigma brushes, and man, oh man, those Sigma brushes are just fabulous. They're so nice and soft. This isn't the brush, but it's like this, and it's a foundation brush, a concealer brush, and it just, it gets in all the, smaller crevices kind of there. So I used a Sigma brush for that. But yeah, I found in Marshall's sets of like 5 brushes for, I don't know if they were $25, but each one of those brushes, like there were 5 in a pack, um, each one individually would cost around $14 each. So when you see something like that, you got to snatch that up because these brushes last for years, especially if you take good care of them. But yeah, I love the Sigma brushes. I love using Morphe brushes, and Morphe is definitely more affordable. Um, they're between $5 and $10 a brush usually, and more on the average of $6. Um, but the Sigma brushes are a little bit on the pricey side. So yeah, like recently I found a set of concealer brushes, and then I found a set of eye brushes, and there was 5 or 6 in there. I don't remember now, but really good when you stumble across something like that, because you don't see that often. And it was like I saw 1 pack out, so it's not like they're coming in with these crazy, ridiculous, stocks of, these boxes of brushes. So be on the lookout for that if you're a TJ Maxx / Marshall's shopper in their makeup section. But so yeah, so I found that this foundation went on beautifully. It blended beautifully. It feels good on the skin, real breathable. Real, it feels light. It doesn't, feel too heavy, and the staying power is pretty good. Um, I've had this on since around 11 o'clock this morning, and it's close to 7 o'clock at night. So, I'm 8 hours in, and it still looks good, and I have not touched up. So, I would say yes to the Too Faced Born This Way. Beautiful, beautiful foundation. I mean, one that I am truly surprised with, and very pleased with. The last time I put on a foundation that I was really like over the moon about, it was the the Urban Decay, right? That's Urban Decay 24 hours, the all-nighter. Um, love that foundation when it came out, and I still do love it, except for my skin is getting drier. So, and that is an extremely matte foundation, so it doesn't work for me as well. I would have to add something to it, to make it work for me. I watched a video today on the gal that is the founder of Makeup Geek, and she has a lot of really informative videos. If you don't follow her on YouTube, you should go over and check out her channel. Marlena, I can't remember her last name, but I'm sure if you look up Makeup Geek, her name will come up. But she was explaining how you mix makeup, like to make it work for you, and she put like a moisturizer on, just a flat surface, mixed it in with foundation, and just mixed it really well on sort of like a palette, and then used it and applied it to her face, and she made what would have been a matte foundation a little bit more luminous and moisturizing, just by adding a moisturizer to it, which I've never seen before. I thought was so interesting. I'm just thinking that maybe it might sheer out your color. I'm thinking you might need more, of the foundation to get that same full coverage. I don't know. If anyone's ever done it, comment down below. I'd love to hear your experience with it. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to come on and share that. And I did purchase a few other different foundations that I'm really anxious to try. What else did I get? I'm trying to think. I got a Lorac poreless one. I'll let you know when I try that one. Yeah, Pore Perfection. And I also got a Smashbox one. That one is called Studio Skin. So I'll let you know how the others work out. But this one, I was very, very pleasantly surprised with the coverage and the way that it feels. And especially coming off of a long run with the cream stick foundations. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you would give me a thumbs up. And until next time, bye.